Today I will teach you one law that is also known as theorem, that is Gauss's law or Gauss's theorem. According to this, the total flux enclosed by the surface equal to net charge enclosed by the surface divided by the epsilon naught in vacuum. Total flux associated with any closed surface or Gaussian surface equals to net charge in surface divided by epsilon naught in vacuum. If medium is there, so we can write mathematically E dot ds is the flux, electric flux. Q sigma mean net charge, sum of all charges present in this surface by Q epsilon naught. If medium is there, then flux equal to sigma Q by epsilon naught epsilon R. Epsilon R is the permittivity of the medium. So only statement is in syllabus of CBSE. Now suppose this is a Gaussian surface and there are U1, U2, U3 and Qn charges. So electric flux, what is electric flux? Q1 plus Q2 plus Qn by epsilon naught. Suppose many dipoles are in a Gaussian surface, then what will be the electric flux? Electric flux will be 0 because net charge on the dipole is 0. If there are so many dipoles in a surface, then electric flux will be 0. It depends on the charge. If we increase the area of the surface, suppose this is a surface, Q charge is here, then flux is Q by epsilon naught. But if we increase the area of this, then again charge is Q. In the surface, inside the surface, the flux will change, phi Q by epsilon naught. For increasing area, there is no effect on the flux. It depends on the charge present inside the Gaussian surface, and it also not depend the charges which are outside the surface. Suppose this is the surface, and there are 5 microcoulomb inside this and minus 10 microcoulomb outside the surface. So flux will be 5 upon epsilon naught, 5 microcoulomb upon epsilon naught. Minus 10 will not take into account. So we will consider only those charges which are inside. Suppose there are two spheres. One has plus 5 microcoulomb, another has plus 10 microcoulomb. This surface is S1, this surface is S2. So flux associated with surface S1 will be 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 upon epsilon naught voltmeter, because 1 microcoulomb has 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb. For phi S2, now the charge not 10 but it is 10 plus 5, it will be 15 into 10 to the power minus 6 epsilon naught voltmeter. So one question in your text book, that is the example. There is the example, the electric field components. It is the example 1.11. The electric field components in figure 1.27 are Ex is equal to alpha x power half, Ey is equal to Ez is equal to 0, in which alpha is equal to 800 Newton per coulomb meter half. Calculate the flux through the cube and second the charge within the cube. Diagram is shown. It is a cube, each side is A, and it is also a distance A. So electric field in this direction, area vector is in this direction. In this case, area vector is in this direction, but electric field is in this direction. So flux associated with first surface, it is the second, and in direction YZ flux is 0 because Ey and Ez are 0. So we will find flux in x axis. So at first surface flux, it will be E into area vector. So here electric field is alpha x half and for 5 seconds, so the flux to second surface E dot A, it will be minus Ea here in phi 1. So it will be minus alpha x half because E and A are anti-parallel for first surface. Electric field in this direction, area vector in this direction, and area is A square. A is the side, so surface area of this side, this surface will be A square. Here electric field and area vector in the same direction, so it will be Ea. E is alpha x power half and it is also A square. For the first surface x is only a, it is a half, it will equal to minus alpha a 2 plus half pi by 2, and in this case x is 2a, a and this a, so x, value of x is 2a, alpha 2a half a square, so it will be 2 half alpha a 5 by 2. So net flux phi is equal to phi second minus phi first. It will be 2 power half alpha a 5 by 2 minus alpha a 5 by 2. So you can take common alpha a 5 by 2, and in bracket you will get 2 power half minus 1. Value of alpha is 800. You will get 800 a 5 by 2. In place of 2 half you can write root 2 minus 1 also. So this is the flux associated with the surface. Now the total charge enclosed within the cube you can find by Gaussian theorem, Gaussian law, q by epsilon naught, and q is equal to phi multiplied by epsilon naught. You find, you know the value of phi is this, and put the value of epsilon naught, you can find the charge enclosed within the cube. बस